All right, welcome back, traders, to another live edition here. Your host, Mr. Know-It-All. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Bitcoin doing things. We tried to tell you guys that we could see this move back up to the 40K area. This is the 200-day moving average, and I do suspect once we get above the 200, we're going to get close to this $45,000 area, the daily 21 EMA. All right, so I do suspect we get up here. We're definitely not going to break this right away. I think maybe we get this move up here, and we reject it and come back down to the 200-day moving average. So right back down to this 40K area, maybe make a higher low here and consolidate before we make another leg higher. All right. Can you guys hear me? I feel like I can't see the chat right now. I don't know what's going on. I see pictures. I see pictures. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, Bitcoin, man. No problem, man. Absolutely no problem. I enjoy doing this for you guys. It actually helps confirm my knowledge, okay, in seeing what I see on these charts and continuing to talk my way through exactly what's happening on these charts, right? Excellent, excellent. Yeah, so I think that this is kind of where we're at right now. I don't think we're out of the woods just yet until we start breaking back above the daily 21. Okay, for Bitcoin. Ethereum and some of the other altcoins are honestly outperforming Bitcoin right now, and so that's kind of promising to see, right? Ethereum is at the daily 21 right now, right? And we still haven't even come out of this negative momentum. You know, we're showing this hidden bullish divergence here we've been talking about, and it's kind of still maturing, right? We haven't shifted the momentum back up into positive momentum yet. So this tells me that we could still see some major price action for Ethereum. You know, we're looking back up this $3,200 level once we get above this daily 21 around 3K. All right, we're right on it right now. We even touched up to 29.54. So like I said, we always end up flirting with this 21 exponential moving average. This being the determining factor if we remain in an uptrend or a downtrend. If we do reject this, guys, if we do reject this area, we're going to come back down to the lows, test the lows. All right. Now it's really all going to depend on what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin's making moves higher, then we're probably not going to come back down. Right. We're just going to follow whatever Bitcoin does. All right. Make sure you guys have an understanding of that. It's really all about what Bitcoin's doing. Unfortunately, we are just kind of privy to whatever Bitcoin's doing, right? Yeah, so right now, Bitcoin, we got up to the 200-day moving average, and we got a little bit of rejection, a little bit of pullback there. That's obviously to be expected, right? We're not going to just break out of it like right away, but what we're doing right now is we're making a higher low here on the 4-hour. All right, the 4-hour candle just started, so we can go to the hourly chart and see what's happening. The hourly actually is below the 21 on the hourly right now, but this is still technically a higher low than this low back here at 37.3. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we pay attention here. I want to make sure we pay attention here to get back above this daily 21, which is around 39,300. We are seeing a bit of rejection right here, right now, on the hourly chart and the 15-minute time frame. All right, but this could just be us coming up here and back testing these lows again. All right, we need some sort of confirmation of another higher low. See a rising wedge. Are you talking about? I see what you're saying. I mean, you could constrict this as a rising wedge pattern. I see what you're saying. It might very well be, but I believe we broke this downtrend. We even broke out of it, back tested it, made a higher low, and tried to rally and touch a 200-day moving average. I still believe that we're gonna we're going to make another higher low here. All right, we'll see. If we end up breaking down on this demand line, you could take a potential short entry once we get a confirmation of this break, okay? But right now, the SAR indicator has triggered long on the 4 hour, meaning we have a 4 hour trend reversal, okay? Still think we're in some sort of bearish bat setup like this. We'll see though. I mean, nothing is really confirmed as of yet, or just as of yet, okay? But we did get a touch at the 200 moving average. We did reject it. We are coming back down right now. All right. If we start to break this demand line here, I can see the argument for a rising wedge and or a break below the 4 hour 21. If we do that, then yes, we will make lower prices. And yes, I will say this next support here on 36.6 would be your target. Okay. And yeah, I mean, I guess you could. And I have a little explanation on how the $50 STP trading view works and colors and how you use it for trading. Hang on, I was actually just looking at the 4 hour. I was looking at this momentum here. So we do have lower levels of positive momentum, so that is something to pay attention to. Okay. And there is maybe some divergence here as well on the momentum oscillator. But this isn't confirmed. We didn't get across down yet. We could get a spike of positive momentum to push the price. Again, not confirmed, no confirmation of that. We are in bullish territory here, making a higher low on the RSI. So all the oscillators here need to be in agreement with that move, right? So yes, we this right here, would be a divergence, but it's technically not, because it does agree with the price, right? It agrees with the higher high on price. So higher levels of relative strength agreeing with the higher price, okay? So there's no bearish divergence on the RSI. Not that I see. The momentum, yeah, I could see the momentum having some sort of divergence, but not quite, because it's actually, again, it's agreeing with, the momentum is actually, right, we made a lower level of positive momentum and a higher high on price. So, okay, we have one oscillator saying that there is a bit of momentum divergence, but the RSI isn't indicating that. The stochastics obviously are also pointed down right now. On the 4 hour, we could, like I said, we could see this move down to test the 4 hour 21. And like I said, if we do break this 4 hour 21, we could definitely see a short being in the cards to take this move down to 36.7. All right. We don't have a confirmation of that short just yet. If anything, you should have been taking if you're looking to short, you should have been building a short up here at the 200-day moving average, all right? Yeah. We'll see if we end up holding these lows. It looks like we will hold these lows. Okay. No confirmation of that just yet. I'm just saying that this is the demand line. If we end up, you don't want to be shorting the demand line. You want to short maybe the break of the demand line, the break below 38.4, and the back test of it being resistance. That's when you want to be looking to short on a back test. Okay, we haven't got that confirmation just yet, so I would say no trade just yet for the short. All right. But we do have a 60% chance to break down. We are technically still in a downtrend, right? But I am not looking to short this right now, as the daily to me is still looking, looking like nice upside here we got going on. All right, we haven't even really started to we just came out of oversold territory here on the RSI on the daily. All right, so I do think we can, even if we make a lower high, like I'm saying, up to 45K, and we get up to like 40 something on the daily RSI, then we could see maybe a move back down, right? And that would be that move back down to the 200-day moving average. Once we get above the 200-day moving average, guys, we're literally going to go straight to the daily 21, which is like right around this $45,000 area. We might even get a wick through it, and that's fine. But I would take profits somewhere up here, all right, if you're in a long. Guys, so altcoins are probably doing something similar to what Bitcoin's doing, right? If Bitcoin's pulling back, then the altcoins are probably pulling back. Some of them are probably outperforming. We have SKL here doing some crazy 40% move right now on the daily. It looks probably pretty good. Coming up to the daily 21 and touching it, maybe getting some sort of rejection here. But again, this actually looks pretty good because we have this on the stochastics here. We had this higher low on the Stokes, and we had no real RSI divergence here. Just coming out of oversold, getting this big move up here, back up to like 45 on the RSI, creating this big move up. But we want to see this get back above the daily 21, and the 200-day moving average. Obviously, there isn't really enough data for that. Did I hear about ICP? Yeah, I know about ICP. It's on Coinbase, right? So this is still like in a bear flag. We don't have the data on this asset. That's the problem with this. But yeah, so it's technically in a bear flag right now. But if Bitcoin's going to break up, then this asset probably will break up out of this flag. Okay. Engine coin making moves. OGN actually looks really extremely strong on the weekly chart here. If I recall, it kind of negated the entire move down from the other day. Yeah, I mean, look at this weekly candle. It's a bullish engulfing on the weekly, man. This is a complete reversal on this asset, guys. So you're looking at your target up here at $1.60. This is this previous wick high. Okay. Looks like it got up to 151.6. So already made a major move. Daily back above the daily 21, right? Just ripping right up there. Look at the volume coming in for this asset. Storage. I believe yesterday we were talking about it back testing that inverse head and shoulders neckline that we broke out of, right? And so right now it was in this looks like it was in some sort of wedge structure here that we broke out of this wedge, right? And you guys know the wedges go back up to the top of the wedge, which is on this drawing is about 160 area. I mean, we could probably get up to the 180 area here, this major resistance here. If we get continued price action to the upside out of Bitcoin and the market here going back up, right? But the daily 21 confluent area is around $1.43. I suspect we get some sort of rejection here, maybe a consolidation before we pop back above it, all right? And the daily here is showing that divergence, right? So we're showing that momentum oscillation, higher levels of negative momentum, the lower lows on price, right? So that's what you want to look for here. And this daily cross up we're going to get on the MACD here. If we get this bullish cross, you better bet your bottom dollar we're going to see this negative momentum kind of wean off, and we're going to start getting spikes of positive momentum, and the price just continuing to rise, right? That's what the chart is implying right now, a continued move up, all right? ADA actually looking extremely strong, guys. After this crazy crash we had, this thing didn't even get close to 200-day moving average. It came back into the rectangle that it broke down from, and now we've rallied all the way back out of it, down out of this channel, and now we're back above the daily 21 right now. So if we get a closure up here and consolidate, this could end up being some sort of cup continuation for ADA, right? And this could lead a target back up to this $2.31 area where this candle body is here on the daily chart. Very strong rebound here for ADA. Let's look at Filecoin real quick. This one is not really performing too well, right? RSR, yeah, we can take a look at it. Sure. So you're impending a death cross right here, which is when you get the 21 and the 200-day moving average to cross down, but you haven't done it just yet here on the daily chart. You got back above the daily or the 4-hour 21. Kind of got a bit of rejection here at this 4-cent area. I'd say your target here on the shorter time scale is this 5-cent target, okay, the 200-day moving average. RLC and ETC, sure. So we did have this kind of Gartley set up here for entry, okay, on RLC. And this did ensue a move back up, and we're still continuing to make these higher lows. As you guys can see, we had this low here, a higher low, and we're working on potentially another higher low. If this makes a 4-hour higher low double bottom, okay, we could see RLC rally back on up to the top of this structure, which is around 890, all right? Now that's not confirmed. If Bitcoin continues to drop off or breaks down out of this rising wedge, then that could spell trouble for the rest of these assets. Okay. Right, we're sitting right on a 15-minute support right now. All right, Jocko, we'll check out XRP here in a second. We'll look at DOT, Matic. Give me a second here, guys. So Ethereum Classic just kind of back testing this this previous all-time high, right? On the weekly chart. Never actually even came close to the weekly 21. We touched it here on this move down, and since then we've got a nice bounce right with the rest of the market. And the daily here, getting back above the daily 21, although we're at the top of this red band here, which is, sometimes could mean we might get a move back down, all right? Really going to depend on what Bitcoin does. Unfortunately, we're really dependent on what it does in this market. But for right now, we did get a channel break, okay? We got the channel break. It looks like we're maybe back testing it right now. This could be maybe a good area for a long position. We're going to look at the 4-hour chart to see what's really going on here for Ethereum Classic. And as we come back down to the test of 21, well, we want to see some buying pressure come in to push us off or spring off of this 21-day moving at 21 EMA. All right. So we might need to wait a little bit to see how this goes, because we could still maybe down slope here a bit. Okay, the 4 hour is implying maybe a move down, a little bit further move down. All right. But we did break out of this downsloping channel with Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin did break out of its channel. So we're looking for some consolidation here, if we can get it. I mean, we could even get something like this where we come back down to touch this, right? Something like this. It might do something like this. I can't predict exactly what it's going to do, but something along those lines. The hourly is, is trending down here on the MACD, but this could be the area where you start to dollar cost average into a position. Yes, I am still long on ETH, guys. I still have an ETH long here. I am in a BNB, like SAR, bot, trade, whatever that this thing is in right now, but I'm still long on ETH here, guys. 1969 entry. You guys know we're at like 27.28. We're getting a bit of a pullback here. Looks like we touched almost 3K. So that's Ethereum Classic. Matic we'll cover right now. We did say that it was at that inflection point area around 75 cents here the other day. We saw this wedge structure. I believe we even called it out on the stream. So the top of the structure here on Matic to do the full measure move of the wedge is right here around this 263 area. I suspect we get up there and we could probably end up getting a major pullback, probably back down to the $1.50 area. All right, all going to depend on what Bitcoin does. All going to depend on how this pattern ends up. All right. Okay, cool. We're going to look at DOT, Anchor, and XRP. I haven't looked at Anchor in quite some time. All right, so we did end up breaking down out of this triangle, and that's fine, obviously. There is a chance that you can break down in these triangles. Obviously, this has a lot to do with Bitcoin's price action and the rest of the market breaking down. So all we do here is, I mean, obviously we're going to have to redraw this, but we still have this topside resistance here, and we could be forming some sort of descending broadening structure. All right. Now this does look interesting, right? We're pretty low here down on the RSI, on the daily time frame. We're not really showing any divergence just yet, right? There's nothing really here. Just building, or we're sort of coming out of this negative momentum. Okay. So no real help from the MACD right now, unfortunately. We do have a cross up here on the daily from our stochastic, so that's looking good, right? Low and higher low on the Stokes, but a lower low on price, so that could be something to look out for. And the RSI, not really much help just right now. We got into bullish territory and back below here probably within the last couple hours when Bitcoin rejected the 200-day moving average. All right, so tough to really say where this bottom is going to be for this asset. I would say if we don't hold the daily, or the 4-hour 21 or the daily 21's up here at like 12.8. So if we were to get a move up, it's probably to touch that. Okay, it looks like you're sort of rounding here, right? You're sort of rounding here. It's not clear just yet on this asset. But yeah, a right angle descending broadening structure is typically a bullish setup. All right, but we could come up here and make a lower high and maybe continue on down. Maybe end up touching the 200-day moving average. We'll see. It's not clear just yet. You just have to see how these levels hold. We're still holding this 61.8% retrace area, which is where we actually touched and tested around this 8-cent area. Okay, so right now we're basically between these ranges of the 1618 and this range up here at 19 cents. It's a big trading range right now. I suspect we will touch and test somewhere around this 12 cent to 13 cent area here in the coming days if we continue to see Bitcoin make higher highs. Okay. All right, so let's anchor. Let's look at XRP and then DOT. All right, so XRP actually doing what I suspected it would do. So we actually have this trend line here, guys. That's something important to look at on XRP. I still think XRP is going to get close to that $9 to $10 area by the end of this year. I know you call me crazy, but it looks like it's doing something that Bitcoin did in its early days. All right. So we got this demand line here now, all right? And we're looking at, we held the 200-day moving average. We're going to come back up to test this 121 area, all right? Now this is going to act as resistance at first, unless we can literally just power right through it, which we probably won't do. I would say we'll get up here. We'll touch it, reject it, come back down to make maybe a higher low, this 97 cent area, and then eventually get back above it if we, like I said, if we remain in a bullish trend, which I think we are. All right, so that's XRP. What did I miss here? What did I miss? DOT, right? Okay, so DOT touching the 61.8% retrace area, obviously overshooting it here a bit, obviously due to illiquidity on the market. You know, when big people start dumping stuff, they just dump right into the market like that. And we're looking, this confluent area here on the daily is right around this $30 area. Okay, the daily 21 is around 30.86. I would say between $29 and $31 would be your short-term target here before we see some maybe rejection or pullback. Okay, what we really want to see actually, guys, is let's get back into this rectangle range that we were in for quite some time. We get up here and maybe we pull back just a little bit below it, 27-ish. Right, make a higher low and then continue to back up, okay? Something like that. Yes, I still believe for XRP we could see $9 to $10 by the end of the cycle. Maybe even higher. Really depends on what kind of money flows into this asset, okay? Call me crazy, but the 1272 fib extension major is $9.33, okay? And the 1618, I mean, this is maybe a long shot estimate, but it would make this valuation pretty crazy on XRP, $30, okay? Between $9 to $30 is possible on this run. I know, guys, sounds really nuts right now because we're at 98 cents, but talk about a serious opportunity. XRP, long-term hodl for sure. Not trying to shill this token. I'm just looking at a chart, letting you guys know what's happening here. We saw these major pullbacks. We're going to get these throwbacks here, right? Because we're just like kind of, this asset went straight down, so it's going straight up. And it'll go straight back down, too, when we get these major pullbacks in the market. But not really to be scared or freaked out by them, guys. Just be prepared for them when we get overbought. I don't know anything about the news. I don't follow the news, to be honest with you guys. For me, it's all about what the chart is talking about and saying, right? And if you guys were on these streams back here in March, we were talking about XRP getting up to these levels back here on this cup and handle structure before breaking out of this major pennant. All right. I'm sure we have some guys in here that can attest to that analysis that was being made back then. We'll look at VeChain, YFI, And yeah. So VeChain is also in some sort of descending broadening structure here as well. Another bullish type of setup, right? We got this back test off the 200-day moving average, and now we're kind of shooting right back up. We could end up making a lower high first, right? We're at the daily 21 right now. We are definitely flirting with that right now. And we could see, over the course of the next day or two, we could see a continued push through this daily 21. We could get up here, and maybe, like I said, we could come back down, make a higher low at 12 cents, and then run all the way to the top of this structure here, get maybe one more pullback before we go. All right? It all depends on what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin is going to be making higher highs and higher lows, then this pattern will play out as we have shown on the chart. Dizzle, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Adam, 1 inch, sure, we'll take a look at it. Chainlink. Let's see, what else did we miss? Oh, you mean Alpert? I think you mean YFI, right, instead of FYI. FYI, you got to check out YFI. All right, so here's YFI. We did this analysis yesterday, I believe. But yes, I still believe we will see higher prices on YFI. We touched this 1272 fib extension to the T. Got this pullback here. This is when the market started pulling back. We came back down to the bottom of the green band, touched it, the 200-day moving average, and now we're getting the pivot here. We're still right at the daily 21, guys. Getting above this is going to be a challenge. As we know, the daily 21 usually acts as initial resistance before it acts as potential support, right? When we get above it, it'll act as a support or a consolidation area before we're making our next moves higher. Is Chainlink a good buy? Probably. I do own a healthy bag of Chainlink since 2019. Excellent. Let's see. What else did I miss here? Oh yeah, make sure you guys smash up the like button, all right? If you guys think I'm doing a great job here, it's obviously been a tough go and rough go throughout these market cycle dumps and pumps. And listen, man, there's lots of volatility in this market. I could say, honestly, there's probably lots of different YouTubers that are calling for different things, and I'm sure you guys watch a whole different slew of YouTubers because you want to get a general consensus of what's going on. But if you guys really do appreciate the content here, make sure you guys smash up the like button. I do what I can here. I try to come on every day for you guys, even through these dumps and through the pump. Doesn't matter. I'm here, man. I'm trying to be here as much as I can for you guys. All right, so I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and join the Discord. That is where we have all of this information for you to help you guys through these major moves and major areas of the market. Okay, we do what we can here, man. I mean, listen, nobody really knows exactly what's going to happen. We can kind of see what oscillators are saying and what some of the information and toolings that we have here can help guide us through these things. But at the end of the day, guys, there's lots of market manipulation. There's lots of things going on behind the scenes that we will never know about, right? Okay. Dizzle, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. How you doing, Ramif? How's it going, man? BTC's dropping. Let's take a look at it. All right. All right, so buy-sell zone coming in with the yellow candle here. All right, we're at the 4-hour 21. Okay, we are breaking through this rising wedge right now. We're right on this critical support area. So buy-sell zone right now on the hourly is telling us we could see further price action to the downside. We did reject the daily 20 or the hourly 21. Right, we're at this support area right here. You can see this. Let's go to the 15-minute chart and see what's happening. We did break through this support. And this was the back test. You could have shorted this up here around 39.3. We saw this happening earlier on the stream, I believe. Or no, we didn't. This was before we started streaming. Okay. Okay, so even if we come down to about this 37.6 area, all right, what we really want to see is a higher low than 37.8. That would be pretty good if we still got that. Yes, we did play some hardcore hockey yesterday. Or not really hardcore, but we were passing the puck around for a little bit. It was fun. Guys, we're monitoring BTC right now because this is going to really tell us what's happening here with the rest of the altcoins, okay? If Bitcoin's going to break down, that means the altcoins are probably going to break down further with it, all right? So something to pay attention to. We're going to sit here and watch Bitcoin here for a little bit, unless you guys have some other, if you really want me to look at BNB, I can absolutely look at it, but this rising wedge here, if we do, and I mean we did actually break down out of it. Okay, we could see this move down to 37.8. I could check LRC as well. Yeah. All right, we'll look at BNB first. Somebody want to look at that? So I still think that we could get up to maybe the daily 21 if Bitcoin allows for that, right? That would be around $444, and maybe touch it, make a lower high, and come back down to test this support here at $330 or maybe $400. Falling wedges typically break to the upside about 70% of the time. So actually those are the best patterns to trade. They're very probable to go to the upside. Okay. LRC we can look at. I think we looked at this yesterday. We did. All right. All right. So we broke below the demand line here during this market dump. We came back into the structure, and we're now rejecting what looks like to be the daily 21. And we could. What we're looking for here, even if we do get this rejection, that's fine because we're never going to break above it right away. What we are looking for is to get back above and close above at least the daily 20 or the daily moving or 200-day moving average. We're looking for a closure up here on LRC and maybe get sandwiched in between the 200-day and the daily 21. So ICX was requested. We'll look at that. So ICX actually came as far down as this neckline here that we were talking about here. I think storage had a similar setup where it came back down to its previous breakout area. Okay, and now the longer we stay above this 50% retrace area, the higher likelihood chance we could see $1.67 and back on up to the $2 range for the 618. All going to depend on Bitcoin, man. We're stuck below the 200-day moving average right now here on the daily for Icon. And on the weekly chart, also seeing some rejection here on the 200-day moving average. We're going to go back to Bitcoin. We got about 3 hours left on this 4-hour candle. All right, if we make a closure below, or we start to really fall, okay, if we do not close higher than, or if we break this $37,348 area, that's when we can really look for really further prices to the downside, because this still is would be technically a higher low, right? Because we made an impulse up here, got rejected by the 200-day, and then this area right here is what, if you guys are in a short, this would be the target, okay? 37,350 or so. But we didn't actually break it on the 4-hour time scale just yet. The wedge. We could come all the way back up here and close back in it. Just saying. It's possible we see that. All right, we could wick right here. Kind of where we're at. The 1 minute looks like we could see that actually move back up. I mean, who's really watching the 1 minute chart, but could see this we could see this wick all the way back up here. Okay, Tezos. Guys, a lot of these are probably moving down right this moment because Bitcoin's moving down. In fact, it's probably replicating exactly what Bitcoin's doing. All right. But yeah, so on the daily chart for Tezos, we got some rejection here at the 200-day moving average here on the daily. And we have the daily 21 up here at 470. So if we're able to get back above the 200-day moving average, then I would say your next target is 435 and on up to the daily 21 at 470. Going to depend on what Bitcoin does. But right now, if we close like this, we're going to see Tezos move up because the daily buy-sell zone indicator is indicating a reversal to the upside, given we hold this price action, this area here. Okay, once we get 1, 2, 3 candles like that, the fourth candle is the continuation. Alice, sure. Same kind of thing. Same kind of structure. This actually probably has a lot more upside than some of these other coins that have already made major moves already back up on their bounces. Ermif, right now I just look at the dollar pairs because most people just care about earning more dollars. But we can always look at the BTC pairs as well, or even the ETH pairings, depending on what you want to look at, all right? I totally forgot about 1 inch and Atom Serbs. I'll take a look at that in a second. Okay. Okay, but this is sort of forming into some sort of falling wedge structure, if you guys can look at this carefully, okay? And we're at this bottom here, all right? This actually looks pretty good in terms of seeing price action movement back to the upside, really depending on Bitcoin, right? We're starting to break down here on Bitcoin a bit, all right? We'll see how that plays out. All right. Sure, 1 inch. Again, we have the buy-sell zone indicator letting us know if we maintain this price action today and we don't really get this rejected or this candle to not stay blue, we could see tomorrow, we could see continuation on back up to this 363 area, this resistance area. If we break that, we're looking at the daily 21 up here around $4.25 before we could see maybe a retracement back down. Adam. Okay. So, again, just going to be following whatever Bitcoin does. But we're still holding this major uptrend. I think we're going to see. I mean, I still see it, man. You guys see this curve right here? It's still holding this parabola, right? The low, the higher lows here. We never broke the 200-day moving average, so that's good. You can still see this is holding the parabola structure. This, honestly, guys, is probably a long-term value area for this asset. I'm not just saying that to shill something, but I do see this being as an area of value, right? We could just continue this move back up as long as Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the thing right here. We have the daily 21 coming down and the 200-day moving average moving up. This area right here is pretty critical. If we can get back up above the daily 21, we're going to continue this uptrend, right? We're going to continue it. If we get rejected here, and we fall back below and break the lows, okay, we can go into a major downtrend, right? Obviously, this area here around 850 being the major support. So basically, this all comes down to what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin's going to go back up and break back above the 21 moving average, the 21 daily moving average and the 200-day moving average, we're going to see major price action to the upside. Okay, we have to break that $40,500 area on Bitcoin, and the altcoins will follow and do the same things to their respective moving averages. Has BTC broken the parabola? We can take a look at that. But I think it's still holding that major trend line from back during the coronavirus. All right, I'll take a look at that here in a second. I got a couple other tickers to cover here. Tome BTC being one of them. We'll take a look at Tomo. I don't know why you want to look at Bitcoin pair, but hey, let's look at it. Let's see. So you're in a downtrend here on the Bitcoin pair. You know, I could construe this as a falling structure, a falling wedge structure. It's not clear, right? Hey, Bitcoin, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, man. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so this isn't too clear, right? Like, you got your weekly kind of bearish territory here against Bitcoin. You're holding a 3-day support, which technically is a higher low than this low down here. All right, I mean, but this isn't really something that I'd be looking to trade personally. Okay. Let's go back to BLX or Bitcoin, okay? So this is my theory of where Bitcoin will go in the future, okay? I don't know if I've ever given you guys this analysis. What happened here? Why did that happen? All my lines are screwed up now. Trading view. Anyways, not really sure what any of this is. Okay. So this is obviously behind the current price action, right? Because of DLX. Okay, but so this is what my projection here is for Bitcoin. Yeah, we can look at the cycle repeat chart. Actually, we can look at it right now. So come on, let's give the cycle repeat chart some credit here. Calling the bottom to the day. Okay, this is where we're at on the cycle repeat chart, guys. All right, looks like we're going to get above the 200-day moving average. This is why I'm not telling you guys to enter short positions. I think we're going to get above the 200-day moving average based on the price movement here. I'm not looking at the exact prices because those change day to day, but the price movement, okay? right? The price movement getting back above the 200-day moving average and up to the daily 21, which is around that $45,000 area. We've been talking about that area here for some time. Getting above the 200 is super, super important for bullish price action. If we do not get above that, we will make lower lows on the price, okay? Remember what I said there. If we do not get above the 200-day moving average, which is right around that $40,500 area right now, and we get another rejection there, it's going to be not good for this market, okay? But I do think, and I do respect the cycle chart. It literally called the bottom of this market on May 23rd. We called it 3 weeks ago. Said it 3 weeks ago, okay? And right now, this is actually telling us, hang on a second, let me go back to, let's go back to the cycle repeat chart. It's actually telling us we're going to see another local top. Are you guys listening? Another local top. If you guys are running bots, this is very, very important. Another local top. If we follow the current price movement, I'm not talking about the exact prices, but the price movement of the chart on July 9th, that will be another local top before a major market correction. Back to the 200-day moving average. Are you guys paying attention? Are you guys listening? I want to see ones in the chat if you guys heard what I said. Okay? Man, am I really that delayed? I guess I am. Okay, everyone's hearing. Everyone hears me. Excellent. That's wonderful. I want you guys to know that we said this on May 26th, that we're calling another top by July 9th according to the cycle chart. It has been calling it to the day. What happened? What moves? July 9th heard. Okay. Excellent. Everyone knows. We are going to go up from here. Okay, we're going to go up from here till July 9th. Yeah, there's definitely some lag for sure. That's okay. All right. So the BLX. I'm going to tell you guys and show you guys something that I've been charting for quite some time here. And this is what I think. Although the market cycle chart is saying 324,000, I don't necessarily believe this number. Obviously, it's not going to know the exact number. It's just taking the averages of the previous cycle, right? Perfect. So this is what I'm saying right now. If we follow the exact same Fibonacci's from the previous cycle tops, we're looking anywhere from the 272 to the 244 fib extension, somewhere close to it. All right, the 27, you really should be looking to take profits at the 272 or near the 272. Why even risk it, right? Just get out of the market. Like, okay, if you miss an extra, 30-40%, who cares? It's not about timing the top. It's about knowing and strategizing your exit plan, okay? But if you look, every single previous cycle, we've actually touched or got above the 272 to 244 fib extension here. Back in 2013, we hit what? What was the market cycle top? Roughly $1,200. Okay, the 272 fib extension, you would have been out exiting everything, okay? The next cycle. Okay, the next cycle, the 2017, the 2018 run up, we got up to $19,000, $19,764, which actually went above the 244 fib extension. Forgive me if my fibs are off by a little bit, but in this range, the 272 to 244 is where you want to be exiting the market, all right, guys? And I think the same thing is possible here. The 272 to 244, guys, that's $200,000 to roughly $272,000 US dollars on Bitcoin this cycle. By the end of the year, by October, we can now actually get an exact date because the cycle chart is pretty much 100% spot on. It called this bottom to the day, 100% to the day. All right, guys. If you guys like the content here at Swing Trade Pros, make sure you guys smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and join the effing Discord. That is where stuff is happening in this community. Okay, YouTube is great. Everyone can see what's happening on YouTube here, but you got to really get into the Discord, man. That's really where everything is happening. We have our BTC signals there, hourly and 4 hour, right? The SAR indicator that we have, which is, in my opinion, one of the best indicators on the market right now for bot trading. If you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys check it out. Join the Discord. I'm done preaching. Where's Bitcoin? Yeah, join the effing Discord. That's right, Moon Girl. What's Bitcoin doing? Did we break below the 4 hour 21? I don't think so. We're holding the 4 hour 21. We came right down to this 38.3 area. Excellent. That's right. That's right. It is holding the 4 hour 21 with going to make another higher low. That's what's going to happen here. Right? Because we all know the cycle chart is telling us we're going to break the 200-day moving average sometime today and sometime today or tomorrow. All right? All right, yes, we did break this demand line. That's unfortunate. But I still think we're going to end up making a higher low. We haven't broke this low yet here at 37.8 on the 15-minute. And the 4 hour chart, we need to hold above this low here, which is right around that 37.650 area. All right. Let's get into some traditional assets here. AMC, we called this out at $12 in the Discord. Okay, guys, 12 bucks. That's a 50% move. Beautiful. AMC ascending triangle setup here. We're talking about a $20 target here on AMC. Taylor, thank you so much for the $1.49 super chat, or whatever that is, sticker. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. GME, GameStop. This was on the Trading View. This was posted on the Trading View on May 7th. All right, around $164. We gave an entry. All right. Beautiful, beautiful triangle setup here. Nice little cup and handle structure. You guys see this here, cup with elongated handle. I don't know, maybe just another cup pattern, whatever you want to call that. Definitely some accumulation happening. We saw this. We gave an entry around this 160 area here on top of the daily 21. Where is my Doge tip address? I don't have Dogecoin, man, but I guess I could get you an address for that, I suppose. Do I really want to? Actually, in the description of the video, you guys can tip me in cryptocurrency. Let me pull that up so you guys know what to do with that. I know you're joking, but you know, let's get to that. Let's see if I can show that on here.
Hey, newer.
So if you guys go to the OneUp coin donate on YouTube, this link right here, this second link, you guys can donate via cryptocurrency. All right. Excellent. Can you look at BTC.D and DXY? Yeah, we can look at it. So Bitcoin dominance touching the 61.8% retrace area and rejecting it and moving down on the price. We are below the daily 21 for the Bitcoin dominance. We could see and probably will see us touch or test this bottom here at 42%. If we break below this, we're talking about 40.6% for Bitcoin dominance. And if we break the lows, we will make lower lows to 38.8. This congestion area here, the 886 fib extension, okay? And the DXY, sure, let's take a look at the DXY. That's actually very, very, very important to look at. So we're at a daily support on the DXY. This 89.5 area looks like we're getting a little bit of a bounce here right now, and that I think is going to be a dead cat bounce, because let's be real about it. Let's look at the 3-month chart. Okay, the 3-month chart here on regular candles. Technically, it wasn't a breakdown yesterday. Obviously, we got a little bit of a bounce here towards this bottom. We need to break, if we end up breaking these lows here at 89.89, okay, this would be a 3-month breakdown for the DXY. Right now, we are below the 3-month 21 and below the 200-day moving average on the DXY. On the weekly, right now we're below the daily 20 or the weekly 21 and the 200-day moving average. And well, I mean, this does look like we are getting some sort of bounce here. All right, we're above it here on the weekly. All right, I'd like to see this really just get wrecked. But if this doesn't, this could end up making a double bottom, which could be trouble for the market. All right, we have to pay attention to this low. This is really, really imperative. Okay. Yeah. So this daily candle right now is a bullish engulfing candle from this previous candle here, but we're still technically making lower lows. Yes, we are in this falling type structure, this wedge structure, and these do typically break out to the upside about 70% of the time. Although you guys already know the fundamentals on the dollar, they are not good. So we're going to see what ends up happening with the dollar. In fact, this is very important to monitor, especially with the other markets, with the stock market, with the crypto market, with all the markets. All right. Anyways, guys, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you guys smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and take the little bell, and make sure you guys join the effing Discord. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let's pay attention to Bitcoin and the levels that I spoke about. We need to get it back above the 200-day moving average, which is around $40,500, and on up to the 21 EMA, which is around $44,000. All right. We will keep you guys. Updated with the current price action. Make sure you guys join the Discord. I definitely do free Discord live sessions there periodically, sometimes at the nighttime when I'm not on YouTube, or in the early mornings to give you guys market updates. So make sure you guys do join the Discord, and we'll chat to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.